if you're struggling to learn English, maybe the only thing standing in between you and success is yourself. It could be your fear of getting started or thinking too much about what other people are thinking about you. And so I'm just here to tell you that you can do it, and that yes, it's hard, but you can do hard things. And it takes time. It takes consistency. You got to trust the process and keep showing up every day. Put in the time, put in the effort, and the results will come. For me, I like thinking about language learning as like a diet. So if you eat one good meal, you're not just going to get into good shape. And if you eat one bad meal, it's not going to ruin your whole body. But it's more about the consistency and continuing to do the same thing over and over again. So the way you get your body into shape is you consistently eat healthy foods, right? Foods that are high in protein, in fiber, right? Your healthy carbohydrates, things that will give you energy, lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, and things that are real, raw foods. And it's not just doing that for one meal or two meals, but doing that consistently for, months or even years to get into the shape that you want to be in. And the same thing goes for exercise, where if you skip your exercise for one day, it probably won't hurt you too much. And if you just do one workout, it probably won't help you too much. But the real benefits come in consistently putting in that time and effort every single day. So I know it's discouraging sometimes. I know it can be frustrating to learn. Sometimes you feel like you're not making any progress at all. And I get that. I know how that feels. It's hard because you don't see the results right away. You got to keep showing up and keep putting in the time and the effort to get better. For example, you keep eating good meals, you keep working out every day, and then after 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, you really start to see the results show in your body, in your energy levels, in how you feel, all of that. And the same thing applies to language learning, where you put in a lot of effort at first, like you're climbing a very, very steep mountain, and it feels like you're not making any progress at all. But you are, and every step matters. And as you know, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. And every step after that gives you progress on your journey. So whenever I get discouraged about learning a language or feeling like I can't, like right now I'm learning Chinese, it's hard. These are some of the things that I tell myself. Just got to keep going. And here's another thing. It doesn't matter what people think, right? Some people might judge you for learning English. They could say you're wasting your time, or you're too old, or you're too young, or come up with whatever excuse. Let them think whatever they want. You just keep putting in the effort to study and do what you know will work for you. Another thing that prevents us from learning a language or speaking is the fear of what other people might think. What if we say something wrong? What if we make a mistake? that's so embarrassing, and we like totally embarrass ourselves. That would be horrible, right? And yes, it might feel horrible for a moment, but I challenge you to get over that feeling and to push through it, because in the long run, it doesn't really matter what those people think. If they laugh at you, then whatever, it's fine. I've made plenty of mistakes as I've learned Spanish and Portuguese and lived in those different countries, and now as I'm learning Chinese, I've made a lot of mistakes. But people laugh at you, and then, you know, you just keep going. You have to, right? You got to keep going. So, but you can be much more than what you are right now. There's a lot of room for progress. There's a lot of room to grow and develop. And, you know, even the greatest people in the world, the greatest soccer players or basketball players or singers or performers, they started from somewhere, started at the very beginning at some point. And they just kept putting in the time, practicing, and continuing to learn their craft, working on their craft over and over and over again. And the more you focus on that and the more you work on that, the better you will get. What's that phrase? Where your eyes go, the energy flows, or something like that. Basically, whatever you're focusing on and wherever you're putting your energy, that's where the energy will go and where you will start to see results. So this is also like the power of manifestation, or like the secret of affirmations and bringing all of the goodness of the universe to you. You think that way, and if you think of yourself as a success, you think of yourself as competent and capable, powerful and fluent, then you will be those things, and you'll move in that direction, and you'll build that confidence. Now there is, I was just at this conference a few weeks ago, and they were talking about how you can build your confidence in anything, right? But they were talking about how before you go on stage, if you're nervous about public speaking or something like that, how can you build your confidence? And one of the suggestions was to use like that Superman power pose, okay? And so, yeah, I can't really set this down, but basically it's like putting your hands on your hips like this, you know, and standing in that Superman pose with your legs apart in this power pose, right? And if you do that for, 20 seconds or 30 seconds, then your body automatically assumes that stature, that poise of confidence. And biologically, whatever they tested in the hormone levels or whatever, I can't remember the specifics of that study, but they said that basically they see the brain activity or the hormone increases just from simply standing in that position for 30 seconds before you go on stage or before you do that thing that you're a little bit nervous about doing. So I encourage you to give that a try, and also to give yourself some of that positive self-talk instead of letting that negativity get to you. Like, I can't do this. I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too nervous. I'm too far behind. Like all of these things, that's the negativity that comes into our mind. Instead, we can switch that out for, positive thoughts and reinforcing kind words that we can say to ourselves, like, I can do this. Now is my time to shine. I was born to do this. I'm capable. I'm confident. I'm strong. I'm ready. This is my time to shine. There's that one quote from Marianne Williamson that I really like. Let's see if I can remember the whole thing. It's really powerful. It says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, powerful, talented, gorgeous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Now, that might not be word for word. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I love that quote. It's just, when you get over your own fears, when you get over your own insecurity, then you just feel good and confident about life and about whatever goals that you're working on. And you know what I'm talking about, right? You've been around those people who are so comfortable to be around. And if you think, I'm sure you can think of some of those people and why they're so comfortable to be around. For me, I love being around those people that are genuine, they're real, they're vulnerable, they say what they think, they're direct. If something embarrassing happens to them, they just laugh about it and brush it off. They're not too worried about it. My point is that, like from that quote, as we're liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. And so we're able to pass on that motivation and that good energy and that invitation for authenticity that comes just from getting over ourselves. I think that's really cool. And so I know that you can get over whatever insecurity or fear is holding you back from learning English. Whatever is standing in your way, you're stronger than that. You can push through. You're capable. You can do it. You got this. So keep learning, keep growing, and know that the discomfort of learning is all part of the process. Like we say, there is no comfort in the growth zone and no growth in the comfort zone. So we've got to get out of our comfort zone in order for us to grow. And if it feels a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit difficult, that's probably a good thing, because then we're really going to learn and make the most of our time. So thank you for joining me on this beautiful walk. Check this out behind me. Look at this view. I just arrived at this meadow here. You can kind of see behind me. Oh my goodness, and look at those mountains up there. Wow. I mean, it is gorgeous here. So, and you are a part of this. You're a part of this beautiful world, and now is your time to shine. So put in the time, put in the effort, and reach those goals. I know you can do it. Stick with it, and we'll see you on the next one.